Lost among the ruins of a forgotten world, one woman must fight to escape before she too becomes part of its history. Can she survive the abandoned planet? Hello and welcome to YakWaxLips. My name is Michael, your point and click adventurer, and I've been reviewing adventure games here on YouTube for years. If you're looking for a dose of adventure game news and reviews, then be sure to like this video and subscribe. And to truly become a point and click adventurer, sign up to my email list below to receive a monthly mail shot of adventure game videos, news, reviews and brand new releases. So today we're diving into the abandoned planet. Is it a gripping journey of survival or a crash landing straight into disappointment? The Abandoned Planet is a puzzle-driven point-and-click adventure from solo developer Jeremy Frick, aka Dexter Team Games, known for the excellent episodic sci-fi adventure Dexter Stardust. Published by Snapbreak Games, this latest outing takes us back to space, but this time we switch to a first-person perspective. You play as a nameless woman who has crash-landed on an unknown world. Your mission? Not just to escape, but to figure out what the hell happened here. Right from the start, the punchy music and bold pixel art hit you as you're thrown into space at breakneck speed. But just as quickly, it all comes to a crashing halt. You've crash landed and now it's time to explore. We experience the game through our protagonist's eyes, navigating a series of static first-person scenes. Movement is handled via on-screen arrows or the WASD keys. There's only ever around 1 or 2 interactive spots on screen, so it's rarely unclear what to do next.
That first block would look good there.
Most of the game's challenge comes from its logic puzzles such as flipping switches, pressing buttons and sliding levers. While they never get overly difficult, an alien book found early on serves as a guide if you take the time to decipher it, which you kinda need to.
Looks like it needs a password.
Occasionally, gameplay shifts, like rowing a boat or crawling through tunnels, and these require you to use the WASD keys again, but these moments feel more like filler than innovation. Thankfully, they are infrequent enough to not be a major drawback. We do pick up some strange items as we wander this sparse world, and the inventory puzzles do seem very simple. For example, there's a fishing line without a hook, so of course we find a hook and bish bash bosh, we are ready to fish. Inventory puzzles don't really get any more complicated than this. In our inventory to start is an interesting item, our scanner. It's a tool used throughout to analyse our environment. Need to know if the water is drinkable or whether a mineral is the right one? We can scan it. It's a cool mechanic, but I couldn't help but feel it was underutilised. It had potential to be a deeper part of the gameplay loop. One of the game's strengths is its sense of mystery. You never quite know where the story is going or why the planet was abandoned, which kept me intrigued. The game is divided into distinct sections. There's the crash site, a set of scattered islands, a towering structure and an underground area. These are each split into their own acts. Visually, the chunky pixel art and striking colour palette are great, but for a supposedly alien world, it all feels a little familiar. The roads, the buildings, and even the plant life have a distinctly Earth-like quality. Even when churches and vehicles appear later in the game, they either look completely normal or lean into a retro 60s sci-fi aesthetic. For an alien world, there's little alien here. On occasion, we encounter some wildlife, and as for these creatures, they're all a black silhouette, literally just black. There's no texture, no detail, just vague shapes compromising darkness. It feels like a missed opportunity to create something truly unique and otherworldly. The soundtrack is sparse, only kicking in during cutscenes, but when it does, it delivers. The synth-heavy beats add a great retro sci-fi vibe that fits the game's tone perfectly. The protagonist is voiced throughout by Erica Merchant. She does an okay job. Sometimes the delivery can feel a little flat on occasion. In tense moments where you'd expect panic or urgency, the performance sometimes comes across as indifferent. While not a deal breaker, it does take away from the immersion.
Oh wow! Where am I going now?
If you're looking for a short, enjoyable adventure to pass a few hours, The Abandoned Planet is a solid pick. But if you're after deep storytelling and complex puzzles, you might walk away feeling a little underwhelmed. I'm giving The Abandoned Planet a 7 out of 10. Get your copy for PC from the link in the description, and it's also available for iOS and Android. Thanks to the developer for the review copy, and thanks for watching. If you want to discover more adventure games, then check out these other videos. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon or evening, whatever it is you're doing right now. Take care.